Your Holiness, Basilius Marthomas Matthews III, Honorable Sri Appavu, the Speaker of the State Assembly, Your Eminence, all the metropolitans who are seated on the dais, and the trustees of the diocese, Reverend Fathers, members of the church, ladies and gentlemen. This is really a most important historical event, not only in the history of the Syrian church, but also in the history of the universal church. And whenever there are occasions to describe Indian Christianity, and the right-wing historians used to label us as Christians who got converted for a tin of milk powder and 2 loaves of bread. But only through the Syrian Christian community, we are able to prove the whole world we are not converts of the English rule, but we are spontaneous members of the spontaneous church. And we have got a lot of incidents, stories, historical events told from generation to generation about the visit of St. Thomas, his ministry in India, his martyrdom. But there is no conclusive and exclusive proof so far with the documented evidence. But the only unassailable evidence to show, to prove that St. Thomas visited India is the presence of the Syrian Christian community in India. That is the standing monument and living personification of the church's history of 2000 years in this land. And both myself and Honorable Speaker, both of us are Catholic Christians. And I was just thinking of something. Had we been born in Kerala, we would have been Syrian Christians maybe. And today, we are standing at crossroads. And Honorable Speaker was telling about, when he was about to conclude his speech, he was telling about the precarious situation of the minorities communities in India and the recent happenings in Manipur and the lessons we have to learn from those incidents. What is today happening in Manipur may not stop with Manipur itself. We are not far away from those kind of incidents and those kind of tragedies. I think the most fitting way to celebrate the 1950th commemoration of the martyrdom of St. Thomas would be to think about how to take the church to those days of St. Thomas, when there was one church, one baptism, and one Christ, and one prayer. I was immensely happy to know that tomorrow His Holiness would be celebrating the Eucharist at St. Thomas Cathedral. And I think that will be one of the most memorable moments. And I, being a Christian, I never came across an incident where a pastor or a bishop from other denomination, they came and prayed on the altar of St. Thomas Cathedral. Perhaps His Holiness is going in history, maybe. And today, we have to think about how to establish, how to take forward the message of Christ, as our honorable speaker said. And we have been accused, charged that we are a propagating faith. Wherever we are, we try to propagate our religion. And some of us do. But one thing I would like to make it clear, propagating or taking the message of Christ cannot be done by simply preaching the gospel or by simply praying in the churches. It can be done only by living the life of Christ and carrying the ministry of the apostles. And there are so many writings in history where we see St. Thomas was little reluctant to come to India. He was actually pleading, my health won't permit me to visit India, it's a far-off land. And all these are stories telling from traditions to traditions. And we were also told that he was transported as a slave of a merchant. That was the destiny. And after coming here, he liberated himself and he served his ministry 20 years here. At that 20 years, he has sown the seeds of Christianity in this land, which has withstood the test of time for 2000 years. And today, we have to declare to the whole world and also to India that the Christian community, be it any denomination, be it a Syrian Christian, be it a Catholic Christian, or be it Church of South India, Church of North India, Pentecostal Christians, but we have only enriched the soil. There were sultans, there were badshahs, there were emperors, rajas everywhere, in Truangur, in Tamil Nadu, Chera, Chola, Pandya kings, Nayakar kings, Muslim rulers, and also the great mutts of Hindu religion, the great seers of Shankaracharyas. And Tamil Nadu, we have the Adinams, Thiruvadurai, Tiruppanandal, who are sitting over piles and piles of acres of land, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 acres of land. But, my dear friends, we can proudly say, no Raja, no Emperor, no Badshah, no Sultan, no Adinam ever thought of opening the gates of social justice to the downtrodden, to the marginalized, to the forgotten section of the society. We only opened the gates to education. And wherever there was a Christian presence, there was an orphanage. Wherever there was a Christian presence, there was a school, there was a destitute home. And we can legitimately proud that we have substantially contributed to the development of the modern India. And as Speaker said, I have also a connection with the Syrian Christians. And to tell you a part of my earlier political career, when C.M. Stephen was the General Secretary of the All India Congress Committee, the presidents of the District Congress Committee list was sent to him for approval. That time was the emergency. when Congress was all powerful and the district Congress president was something the important VIP in the district. And the list went for his approval as the General Secretary in charge of Tamil Nadu. After going through the list, 28 districts, he just saw the list and told the PCC president, you have got 10% of Christian population in Tamil Nadu, but I don't see not even a single Christian name. How do you approve the list? Then my name was included. And I was 27 years when I became the District Congress Committee President. And later, when Dr. Alexander was the governor of Tamil Nadu, I was a member of the Legislative Assembly. And whenever he used to visit Kutralam, I used to receive him. And Akkama Alexander was so magnanimous a lady who always treated me as her son. And who would forget Oman Chandi? If anybody who can speak of integrity, honesty in public life, it is Oman Chandi who can be quoted throughout India for time to come. Who would forget him sitting on the doors of the church as Chief Minister at the Good Friday service, not claiming any importance. As an ordinary Christian, he used to wait at the doors of the church. Today you cannot see such a noble and humble Chief Minister anywhere in this part of the world, anywhere in the part of India. So that is the rich tradition we have. So I always admire Malayalis. And I was very much impressed by the Tamil Thai Valthu our girls sang today, our choir sang today. And recently, we were sent as a representative to the canonization of Devasahayam Pillai at Rome, Vatican. The government of Tamil Nadu sent myself and two other ministers as representative of the state, and we went there, and in the Vatican, the cathedral, we sang the Tamil Thai Valthu. It went viral. And I think today also, if people of Tamil Nadu see the Malayalam choir singing the Tamil Thai Valthu, it would be a great, I think, thing will go viral among the social media today. And as the chairman of the Minorities Commission, I am standing here, as Honorable Speaker said, this is a state where we celebrate every religion, every culture, every language. And Honorable Chief Minister is very particular that nobody under the name of language, religion, caste or creed should not be put to any mischief or in any trouble. And as you are, I call you as a double minorities. You are a linguistic minority as well as a religious minority. You enjoy a special status in Tamil Nadu. And wherever you go, you dissolve yourself as sugar in milk, adding value to the milk, at also the same time, you don't lose your taste also. That is a speciality of the Malayalis. And as a resident of Chennai, living close by, I should congratulate the people behind this college. I was regularly seeing this college whenever I go this side and that side. I see enormous development. And in fact, I was the first man to address a meeting, the first meeting in this auditorium I was here to address. And what was a college with merely 1,500 students, it has gone to the strength of 6,000 students. It is really an achievement. My friend Biju Chako and other members are here. I congratulate all of them. And Your Holiness, and we need your prayers, your blessings. And the people of Tamil Nadu will be ever grateful to you for having you chosen to celebrate this great event on the soil of Chennai. You have had pride, and also in the event will be ever remembered as a great event in the history of Chennai. Thank you. God bless you all.